Good evening, everybody. Good evening. And welcome to the 39th edition of the Goldie Gossip podcast. I'm your host on the coast with the most, Goldie Himalaya. That's right. Carnicho, it ain't no joke. That's right. All right, folks. We got a real good one for you today. This time, folks, I want to give you some information that I wish I could have got when I first got here. When I got here in the summer of '79, I wanted to get into acting. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I figured you need experience. I figured you needed a manager. And it wasn't until 2008 that somebody hooked me up on what to do and move forward. So I want to give that information to you guys for free. I want to give you my LA starter kit, my California starter kit. That's right. If you follow my instructions, you can come here and do great things. Now, first of all, I want to tell you guys, first thing you got to do before you come to Cali, like all of you guys is not in Cali, but you planning to come here, this is the game that I'm going to give you. First of all, make sure you got somebody you can stay with. You got to have a place to stay. Once you got a place to stay, the next thing you want to do is get a job. Right now, after the pandemic being over, there's plenty of jobs out here. Land you a job. Third thing you need to do is save up for a ride. Get you some reliable transportation. Keep you going. Once you got your transportation, I'm going to show you guys how to get into the movies. No bullshit. I'm telling you, it works. I've already done it several times. I'm going to tell you about that later. But first of all, I want to tell you, once you get your ride, I want you to go online to centralcasting.com. That's centralcasting.com. They're located in Burbank, California. They're located at 300 East Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank, California, 91502. If you want to call them, you can call them at 818-562-2700. That's 818-562-2700. And call up Central Casting, but I suggest that you go online. Nowadays, everything is online. There used to be a $25 charge to sign up, but that was outlawed, so it's actually free to sign up. But you need to go on the website and centralcasting.com, fill out all of the information, get signed up. Now what they'll do, they're going to want you to put down all of your measurements: hat, shoulders, arm length, waist, leg length, and shoe size. In addition to that, they let you have 2 free photos that you need to take. Nowadays, getting photos is no problem. Everybody's got a camera. If you want more photos than that, you need to pay. Back then, it was $10 per photo. Perhaps now it's more than that, but you want to put as many photos as you can onto your profile of yourself in different characters. You know, a bicyclist, a homeless person, all the different characters that you think you can make yourself look like. You get the outfits, take your picture in those outfits, a doctor, a business person, any type of character that you think you can fit yourself into. Take those pictures and put those up on Central Casting. Okay, once you get signed up for Central Casting, they're going to give you the paperwork. And it's going to be your responsibility to go home and call the numbers. There are like at least 15 different numbers of different casting directors, 24 hours a day, looking for extras. Central Casting only books extras. You're not going to get any speaking parts, but you don't need any experience. You don't need a manager. You don't need any experience at all. All you need to do is sign up and have your pictures taken. Once you get home, you got to call those numbers. Now, the competition is furious. I mean, it's furious. And it's sad to say, but minorities and people of color don't get as many parts as Caucasian people. But there are parts. Now, the easiest parts to get is what's called cattle call. A cattle call is when they need just extras like a parade or just crowds of people. That's what's called a cattle call. And so they accept everybody on the cattle call. I got a lot of those. And you have to listen to what they're looking for. Don't waste your time calling if you don't fit the part. If they're looking for young Caucasian people for a Bel Air party, you don't want to call it if you're African American or Latino. But they do have parts where you fit it. If you think that you fit the part, you call the number. It's hard to get through, but you got to keep calling. Once you get through, you'll tell them that you're going for the part. They'll pull up your bio on the computer and look at your face. And if they feel that you fit the part, they'll say, yes, I'll book you. If they don't feel you fit the part, they'll say, I'm sorry, you're not what we're looking for. And you just have to keep calling. But once they say, all right, we're going to sign you up, they give you another number that you call at 7 o'clock that night, after 7 o'clock. That second number will tell you the location, what outfits to bring, and all of the particulars, where to park, everything. And you have to be there on time. You cannot fail. If you fail, you're blackballed. They're not going to let you work anymore for Central Casting. So don't book yourself if you're not willing to show up. You have to show. So once you call that number up and they tell you where to go, it could be anywhere in Southern California, any time or day or night. You got to show. So if you have a job and you can't show up, don't bother to sign up for Central Casting. But if you're new here, you got your place to stay, you got a job, you got a car, that's the beginning. Once you sign up for Central Casting, you got to keep calling and book yourself. Once you book yourself, show up, do the part, and you will get paid. Now, there's another place that I looked up on the internet. It's called All Casting. It's all one word, allcasting.com. It's another extra booking service. They're not as big as Central Casting. Central Casting is the largest booking agency for extras in California. They're number one. And there are many others, but I'm just going to give you this other one. It's called allcasting.com. You don't need any experience. It's basically the same setup as Central Casting. And I encourage you to sign up at allcasting.com as well. Now, once you got your first part and you're working on a movie set, what you want to do is you want to take your black and white, 8x10 black and whites, and you want to put together a portfolio. You need a subscription to the Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter is a Hollywood casting magazine for professionals. But you get a subscription to Hollywood Reporter magazine and answer those casting calls. If you see a casting call and you think you fit the part, book yourself to audition off of the casting calls in a Hollywood Reporter magazine. Now, a lot of people talk stuff, but they ain't never did nothing. The reason why I know this works is because when I got signed up, it took about a week before I got my first role. My first role was a pilot called Worst Week in downtown LA. I was a businessman walking up and down the street. That pilot didn't get picked up, but I still got paid. I was in a show called Lincoln Heights. Lincoln Heights was shot in South Central LA. And it was cool. It was a one-day shoot. They had a block party, and I was part of the block party in that. Another role I did was Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler. We shot that downtown Pasadena, right off of Colorado Boulevard. That was a 2-day shoot for me, and I even got a chance to meet Adam Sandler briefly on the set. Another role that I did, I was an extra in The Soloist with Jamie Foxx and Robert Downey Jr. Jamie Foxx didn't show up until 4 o'clock in the morning. We started shooting at dusk, like about, 6 o'clock in the evening when it started to get dark. Now, what they do when you first get there, they put you in a place called holding. Holding is where the extras sit while they get the set together. And oftentimes you're going to spend a lot of time in holdings. So I suggest that you bring your own lounge chair and you bring your cell phone so that you can call the line and be booking yourself for more parts while you're in holding. Then they'll call you to the set and you do the work. In Bedtime Stories, like I said, it was downtown Pasadena, 2 shoots. I was a businessman, briefcase, simply walking up and down the street in the background. That was fun. Another one I did, like I said, I did The Soloist with Jamie Foxx and Robert Downey Jr. I was with Robert Downey Jr. a lot during the day because most of the shots was for him. Like I said, Jamie Foxx didn't show up until about 4 o'clock in the morning. He was acting a fool and playing with the extras and stuff. That was a 2-day shoot, and that was fun. I did Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock. It was supposed to be a UFO convention in Las Vegas, but they used a hangar in the Pomona Fairplex. This is where it was. It's out here in the valley, in the east side here in California. It's called a Pomona Fairplex. They had a hangar, and I actually got a chance to work with The Rock for a little bit on that set. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock. Oh, I did a TV show, Night Rider. That was in North Hollywood. They did the train station down in the train station. They blocked it off and they did a scene. The episode was called A Knight in Shining Armor was the name of the episode. the Knight Rider, or Knight in Shining Armor. And I actually got the chance to see myself for 2 seconds on that. And I even put the clip up on my YouTube channel. And last but not least, I did one episode of The Unit. Now, The Unit is with your boy, Dennis Hainsberg. And you know how he talks.
That's all stay still. Are you in good hands?
Yeah, I got a chance to work with him. He was a really, really nice guy. We did that at MacArthur's Park on Alvarado and Wilshire Boulevard. So just to let you guys know, I have actually done it multiple times, and you can do it too. Central Casting and allcasting.com. I hope you guys can use this information if you come out to Cali. Take my advice. You'll be able to start working immediately with no experience. So guys, I'm going to close this out with another Goldie Himalaya music video. Kick it. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Friday night and I just got paid. Going to the honky-tonk bar to get laid, yep. Got my chaps, I don't need my gat. Got my horse and of course my studs and hat. I had a hard day's work, it's been a long day. For the rest of the night I'ma do it my way. Oh, tonight I'm hooking up with the posse. Ain't gotta worry about the paparazzi. Ain't nothing here but the moon and the stars. When the Philly line up, the night is all ours. I'll be stepping up to the line dance, and we'll be drinking and smoking, and later we can get some romance. It's all good, my blacks and whites, cause we party all night, get along, no fights. And even though tonight we're not in the hood, country and hip-hop, man, it's all good. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Homeboys humping with a do-si-do. 4 or 5 Phillies feeling my flow. Homeboys humping with a do-si-do. Saturday night, man, here we go again. Second night out with my cowboy friends. I be hopping on my horse and riding down the plains. I be making night moves and doing some things. I got my trigger on a gold digger. You wanna spend my cash, bitch, how do you figure? See, I figure like a nigga got a horse named Trigger. Wanna ride? Bend you over, pop it to the side. I switch horses, I switch lanes. Kicking ass like a Bisbane. Stick my chest out like 2 chains, cause I get around and I do things. I'm the prodigal son. I'm a pimp by blood, I'm a player just for fun. Next week we gon' be in the hood, but country and hip-hop, man, it's all good. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Homeboys humping with a do-si-do. 4 or 5 Phillies feeling my flow. Homeboys humping with a do-si-do. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Homeboys humping with a do-si-do. 4 or 5 Phillies feeling my flow. Homeboys humping with a do-si-do. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. I'm a hip-hop cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Homeboys hopping with a do-si-do. 4 or 5 Phillies feeling my flow. Homeboys hopping with a do-si-do. Round outside, round outside. All my cowboys. All my cowboys.